Good evening and welcome back to Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. The Pilots fell in game one, 4-1 in the game where their defense didn't help their starter Henry Martinez out by misplaying too many balls in the outfield, and their offense left 10 runners on base. A quick start here. It'll be the left-handed hitter Mark McKenna leading off for the Pilots. Swung on, fouled back, strike one. McKenna is facing right-handed pitcher Emmett Dunn from Ithaca. He's a sophomore there, making his third start. Second pitch to McKenna is taken for ball one. So a 1-1 count to the leadoff hitter, the center fielder Mark McKenna. He'll be followed by the left fielder John Ballier and the first baseman Peter Battaglia. Battaglia, the only player to start both games for the Pilots. 1-1 outside, ball two. It'll be Kyle Griffin for the Pilots on the mound. The 2-1 to the lefty McKenna, ball three. So quickly a 3-1 count to Mark McKenna here in the top of the first inning of game two. The 3-1 outside and a leadoff walk to the leadoff man Mark McKenna to begin this game two. Pilots lost game one, 4-1. Got a great start from Henry Martinez. Went all 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Was not helped out by his defense or his offense. The Pilots' offense left 10 runners on against Brian Nolan, the left-handed pitcher who picked up the win for Onondaga. Now the first pitch to the left fielder, John Ballier, fires in for a strike one. John Ballier, the left fielder, got the first game off, his first off day of the summer. Here he is starting game two. He's batting .271, has the most hits on the Pilots roster with 13. McKenna leads off first. The one-strike pitch is low, and it's ball one to Ballier. Ballier from Orange Coast Community College, playing left field in game two. Emmett Dunn working from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch popped up. The third baseman Tyler Rourke over makes the play in foul territory for the first out of this game two. So that'll bring up number 18, the first baseman Peter Battaglia. Battaglia went 1 for 3 with a walk in game one of this 2-game doubleheader. Game two, it'll be 7 innings from Onondaga Community College. Emmett Dunn, the big right-hander, stands at 6'8" on the mound. Fires in a breaking ball for strike one to Battaglia. 6'8", 220 from Manulus, New York, and Ithaca College. Man Lewis is the same town as Josh Loeffler, the starting left fielder in game one for the Pilots. Emmett Dunn throws over. McKenna back in safely. Breaking ball misses. Ball two. Battaglia waits. Emmett Dunn steps off. Peter Battaglia, the only player that is in both lineups for the Pilots. The 1-1 misses high, and it's ball two. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the Pilots' first baseman. Making his 13th start, which ties John Ballier for the lead. Dunn steps off and throws over. McKenna back in safely. Mark McKenna will be in center field for the Pilots, making his 2nd start there. That's his normal position at Canisius. Battaglia fouls back the 2-1 pitch for strike 2. So McKenna leads off first. He has not stole a base, but has been caught once for the Pilots, making his 7th start. He walked to lead off this game. Here's the 2-2. A breaking ball, grounded to third. Rourke settles back. Fires to second, return throw to first, not in time. So McKenna retired at second on the fielder's choice, and Battaglia takes his spot at first. Some similarities in the Flames' defense. Sam Little still in right. Webb Little still at second. Trey Bauer is the same first baseman. The rest of the guys are different. Gage Lanning, also the same DH. The first pitch to the designated hitter, Po Chuan Pan, taken for strike one. So Battaglia leads off of first. Po batting .286, making his fourth start and fifth game. One straight pitch fouled back. Strike two. Po has driven in 4 runs in 4 previous games. The 2-strike pitch just got a piece of it. Count is 0-2. So 4 of the 9 starters for Onondaga are the same, and just 1 of the 9 are the same for the Pilots. That's Peter Battaglia. He leads off first. 2-strike pitch. Fly it into center field. Matt Carey settles under it, makes the play, inning over. So a leadoff walk is wasted. Pilots go 1, 2, 3 the rest of the way. After a half an inning, it's Pilots 0, and the Onondaga Flames coming to bat. So with his start today, Jonathan Kyle Griffin now leads the Perfect Game League with 4 starts once he fires his first pitch. The 5'10 southpaw from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and Louisiana Tech, a Division I school in Ruston, Louisiana. He's 5'9", 155, will throw from a half submarine angle and will also feature some over the top. Told me before the game he wants to try to mix in a splitter. We'll also see a changeup, which he likes to throw to righties, a breaking ball, and 2 different fastballs. Griffin making his 4th start and 5th appearance. 16 2/3, 21 hits, 12 runs, 9 earned, 7 walks, 10 Ks. His 21 hits are the 3rd most in the Perfect Game League this year. And the leadoff hitter he will face is the left fielder for Onondaga, Christian Bevard. Bevard batting .083, did not appear in Game 1 for the Flames. So the first batter Griffin faces will be a righty, squares to bunt, taken, ball 1. The defense behind Kyle Griffin, left to right in the outfield, it's John Ballier, Mark McKenna, and Matthew Lillard, all left-handed arms. Left to right in the infield, it's Nick Eli, Jorge Leon, Zach Santoro, and Peter Battaglia, all right-handed arms. And the catcher is Jonathan Parker. Parker will be Kyle Griffin's teammate this fall at Louisiana Tech. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Colin Bevard. 1-1 pitch misses low, and it's ball 2. The 2-1 to Bevard, grounded to the second baseman Santoro. Started in, now waits for it, fires to Battaglia for the first out of the bottom of the first inning. So Santoro and Nick Eli at second and third, Notre Dame College teammates in Ohio, are both making their first starts of the summer. Both started in the exhibition game against Capital City, the team from Ottawa, on Saturday, and both had big hits in that game. We'll tell you all about that one later. The number 2 hitter, Matt Carey, swings through that changeup that Griffin loves to throw to righties. for strike one. Kyle Griffin will work predominantly from the stretch. The southpaw from Lake Charles, Louisiana, now hits Matt Carey on the one strike pitch, and that's the first base runner for the Flames in this game too. So Jonathan Griffin, or Kyle Griffin, has 2 of the 3 Pilots wins. The Pilots are 3-10, 7.5 games behind Jamestown. Onondaga, with their winning game 1, go to 7-5. They've won 4 in a row, and they're 3 games behind the lead. Griffin also features a good pickoff move. We'll see if Matt Carey will force him to take. A first pitch fastball to the lefty Webb Little. Strike one. Webb Little started game 1, went 1 for 3 and scored 2 runs in the 4-1 Flames win. Griffin now will throw over. Matt Carey back in safely. He's being held on by Pete Battaglia. That was Carey's 4th hit by pitch. He's been caught stealing twice. That 4th hit by pitch ties Tanner Huddleston, who's not in the lineup, for 8th in the league. The one strike pitch, change up to the knees of Webb Little. He takes strike 2. Webb Little made a great diving play in the top of the first inning of game 1 to rob Will Alaka of a base hit. The 2-strike pitch, Griffin looks over, now fires, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So after hitting the second batter of the inning with 1 out, a strikeout on 3 pitches to Webb Little, and there's 2 away. And that will bring up Gage Lanning. Lanning, the designated hitter. He went 1 for 3 with an RBI double and 2 runs scored. Home crowd gave Lanning a triple on a ball that Wee Chi Chen misplayed. Should have been an error. A call that I'm personally still not happy about sitting here in the booth. Chen didn't make any contact with the ball, but he was settled under it for a good amount of time. The 1-0 in the dirt. It doesn't seem that that triple is going to be changed. So it's 2 extra base hits for Lanning. He also struck out. He wears number 30. He's in the top 10 in batting average. And the 2-0 count misses ball 3. So a 3-ball count to the cleanup hitter in the Flames lineup, Gage Lanning. He's the designated hitter of this game 2. Was the designated hitter in game 1. The 3-ball pitch, taking all the way. Griffin fires in, strike 1. Lanning and Carey look down towards their third base coach for the sign. 3-1, 2 outs. Griffin, change up, swung on and missed by Gage Lanning. Griffin has worked back to make this count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Battaglia will now play behind Carey at first with 2 outs. The payoff pitch to Lanning. Runner goes. Lined into right field. It'll be a base hit. Lillard charges. Runner will go to third. Lillard's throw goes all the way to third, but not before Matt Carey slides in head first safely. It's a 2-out single for Gage Lanning. He's 3 for 4 in this doubleheader and 1 for 1 of this game too. It's the first Flames hit of this game, and that will bring up Trey Bauer. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 in this lineup is the same as game 1. Trey Bauer went 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch, and drove in a run with a double in game 1. He's playing first base. He's a junior from Cornell. He's batting .289 on the year. That hit from Gage Lanning was his 17th on the year. He's being held down by Battaglia. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. First pitch, deep to left. Ballier goes back, still going back. Now settles under it, makes the play, inning over. So Kyle Griffin strands the runners on the corners with a deep fly out to left field to end this inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We head to the second inning. It'll be Parker, Eli, and Lillard for the Pilots when we get back. No score here at Onondaga Community College. So as the great late Ernie Banks said, let's play two. We're in the top of the second inning here in game two. The Flames took game one 4-1. And now in the top of this second inning, it'll be the catcher, Jonathan Parker. First pitch to Parker. Breaking ball fired in by the 6'8", Emmett Dunn for strike one. Jonathan Parker, making his 11th start, has a mix between behind the plate first and the designated hitter. Swings through a low fastball. Count is 0-2. It'll be Jonathan Parker, Nick Eli, and Matthew Lillard. If anyone gets on, Zach Santoro here in the top of the second. The 0-2 to Parker. It's a breaking ball. It's on the outside corner. Ring him up. So the backstop for the Pilots, down looking to begin this top of the second inning. First strikeout for Emmett Dunn, 13th on the season. And that will bring up Nick Eli. Nick Eli from Notre Dame College in Euclid, Ohio, and Aurora, Ohio is his hometown. Making his first regular season start. Takes a first pitch fastball from Emmett Dunn, strike one. So four straight strikes now to begin the inning. One strike pitch is taken for strike two. Two strike pitch to Nick Eli. Way high, went all the way to the backstop. Adam Gallagher, no chance at that one. Ball one. Nick Eli went 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 strikeouts, a double, and 2 runs batted in the exhibition game against Capital City and played a great defensive third base. The 1-2 blooped into right. Sam Little over, sprints, settles under it for the second out here in this second inning. So the first two batters retired, and that will bring up Matthew Lillard. Lillard from Hendrix College in Conway, Arkansas, and Dallas, Texas, has been used recently as a defensive replacement, making the start here in game two. First pitch is fouled out of play, strike one. Matthew Lillard is 2 for 12, batting 167 with a .333 on-base percentage. He's started 4 games in right and then has been replaced as a defensive replacement when the left fielder John Ballier goes into pitch. The one-strike pitch from Emmett Dunn misses. Ball one. Emmett Dunn, the right-hander from Ithaca, standing at 6'8", off-speed pitch to Lillard. Strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for the Pilots in the top of the second. The lefty Lillard waits. Just got a piece of it. Strike two remains. Lillard, one of 4 lefties here in this Pilots lineup for game two. They had just 1 in game 1. Here's the 1-2 to Lillard in the dirt. And the count is all even up at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The hitter is the right fielder, Matthew Lillard. Looking for his 3rd hit of the summer. The 2-2 from Emmett Dunn swung on and foul tipped. Lillard just got a piece of that. And the count will remain at 2s. Lillard has also walked twice. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out twice. And now the entire left side of the defense for the Flames started walking to the dugout. Lillard, a tough take on a close fastball just off the corner. And the count is full with 2 outs. The payoff pitch to Matthew Lillard, breaking ball outside, and a 2-out walk for the Pilots here in the top of the second inning. They got a runner on, and the batter will be Zach Santoro. Santoro from the same Division III school, Notre Dame College, as Eli. He's from Clarksville, Ohio. He started that game also at second against the Capital City Reds. Went 2 for 4 with his big hit being a bases-clearing triple in a 5-run bottom of the 3rd inning against the Ottawa Reds. First pitch to Santoro, line to second. Second baseman takes it on a hop, fires over to Bauer at first, inning over. So a 2-out walk wasted as Zach Santoro grounds out to his counterpart at second. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Pilots and Flames tied at 0.
Leading off for the Flames from Onondaga College, number 9, Sam Little.
Leading off for the Flames here in the bottom of the second, it's Sam Little, the right fielder. Sophomore from Ithaca. First pitch from Kyle Griffin misses, ball 1. Griffin struck out 1, hit a batter, and gave up a 2-out single, but stranded both runners in the bottom of the first. Here he is in the second. The 1-ball pitch misses outside, and it's ball 2. So Griffin working to the other Little brother, got Webb Little to strike out swinging. 2-ball pitch fired in for strike 1. Sam Little went 2 for 3 with an RBI in game 1. He's playing right field again in game 2. Swung on, fouled off the inside leg of Jonathan Parker behind the plate. And Griffin has even the count at 2 as Parker will go out to talk to his future teammate at Louisiana Tech, Kyle Griffin. 2 future Louisiana Tech players in game 1, Tanner Huddleston and Graham Hackbarth at third and second respectively. And now Parker and Griffin in game 2. We're going to get a 5th Louisiana Tech player next week, Hunter Wells from Tyler Junior College in Texas. So 4 of the 5 will be joining Griffin next year. 2-2 changeup down the middle. Froze Sam Little at the plate, and he is retired looking here to begin this bottom of the second. So both Little brothers retired on strikes from Kyle Griffin. And that will bring up Wyatt Myers. Wyatt Myers, the shortstop, he's from the University of Buffalo. He's a freshman there, similar to Mike O'Connor and third base coach Franklin Bush. Leads the league in errors with 8. First pitch changeup, outside corner, ball 1. Wyatt Myers went 2 for 5 in the 12-5 win a few Saturdays ago. Pops this 1-ball pitch into right. Matthew Lillard goes back, settles under it for the second out of this inning. So Griffin cruising here through the first 2 retired of this second inning, and that will bring up Adam Gallagher, the backstop from Ithaca. So through 8 innings of gameplay and 2/3, we've seen 2 Littles, 2 Dolans, and 2 Gallaghers now for the Flames. The first pitch to Adam Gallagher misses, ball 1. The other Gallagher, Kyle, not in the lineup, went 0 for 3 in game 1 against Henry Martinez. 1-1 fouled back, ball 1. So a fear coming into today for the Pilots was that they were going to use a lot of relievers in the doubleheader. Although Henry Martinez lost, was helped out his pitching staff going all 6 innings in game 1. 1-1 pitch misses, and it's ball 2. The Pilots' loss ends their mini 2-game winning streak as the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Adam Gallagher, strike 2. They'll see Onondaga again on Friday for 2. The first game will be resuming the game from Father's Day on Sunday, the game that got suspended due to rain. It's 5-2 Pilots in the bottom of the 4th with a runner on and 1 out. That game will be a 9-inning game, and the second game of that game will be a 7-inning game. The payoff pitch from Griffin misses outside, and it's a walk for Kyle Griffin. The first walk of the game and the 8th walk he's allowed this summer. So that will bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Tyler Rourke. Rourke, a freshman from Alabama A&M. We've seen him on the mound against the Pilots. He got a 3-inning save in a 12-5 victory for Onondaga. Griffin looks over, now fires inside. The righty Rourke takes ball 1. Rourke is 1 for 4 with a .250 average and a .200 on-base percentage. Gallagher leads off first. He reached on a 2-out walk. Griffin fires, gets the outside corner, and it's strike 1. Peter Battaglia, the only Pilot in the lineup for both games, is holding on Gallagher at first. The 1-1-2 Rourke swung on and missed on the changeup by Griffin. 1-2. Griffin told me after his last start he really enjoys throwing that 2-strike changeup, and just the changeup to righties on any count really fools them with the movement. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes. Lined to second. Santoro takes it on 1 hop, fires to Battaglia. Inning over. So a 2-out walk wasted. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. It'll be Leone, McKenna, and Ballier in the top of the 3rd. No score here in Game 2 at Onondaga Community College. So it'll be 9-1-2 here for the Pilots in the top of the 3rd inning. It's Jorge Leone playing shortstop tonight. He's from Mexico City. He's now started at 2nd, 3rd, and short. Leone up there in errors has 6 scattered across 2 positions. 1-0 pitch on the black. 1-1. Jorge Leone batting .308 and a .455 on base percentage. That .455 OBP is good enough for 15th in the Perfect Game League. 1-1 slow breaking ball grounded up the first base line. Done over, fires the first, but no but. Jorge Leone retired. A tough play by the pitcher, Emmett Dunn. The big 6'8" had to go. Big 6'8" right-hander had to go down to his feet to get that one. But fires to Trey Bauer at first and just gets Jorge Leone. Now flip the lineup back over for Mark McKenna, who walked back in the first. Squares to bunt, offers at it, misses. Strike one. So McKenna up with 1 out. He's batting 115, just 3 hits on the year. Not bunting this time. Takes inside for ball 1. McKenna has also driven in 3 and scored 3 runs, making his 7th start, the 1-1. Popped up. Center fielder, Carey, started back, now takes a few steps in, settles under it, makes the play, and there's 2 away. So 2 quick outs for Emmett Dunn here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pilots still looking for their first hit in this one. And the batter will be John Ballier. Ballier popped up to Tyler Rourke at 3rd for the first out of the game. Slow breaking ball, Ballier takes. It's ball 1. The 1-0 to Ballier, grounded up the line at first. It's foul. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike. John Ballier from Orange Coast Community College in Costa Mesa, California. Mission Viejo. He's 5'10", 185 against the 6'8" right-hander for Onondaga. Here's the 1-1 to Ballier. Takes outside, but it gets the black. And the count is 1-2. Peter Battaglia, the first baseman, waits on deck, but the 1-2 to the left fielder, Ballier, gets a piece, stays alive. It's 1-2. Just 2 walks through the first 10 batters for Emmett Dunn. Now the 1-2 to Ballier. It's a breaking ball. It's outside. And it's ball 2. So Ballier has worked this count back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners on. Here in the top of the 3rd. The 2-2 pitch from the windup from Emmett Dunn is outside. And the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The left fielder, left-handed hitter John Ballier is at the plate. The pitch from Dunn. Grounded back to Dunn. Fields it, runs to first, flips it underhand to Trey Bauer, inning over. So the Pilots go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom half. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 in the Flames order. No score here at Onondaga Community College. So no score here through 2.5. Just 1 hit combined for both teams. Kyle Griffin on the mound in his 3rd inning of work. Has hit a batter, struck out 2, allowed a hit, and walked 1. The batter is the leadoff man, Colin Bevard, and he takes strike 1. Bevard, the left fielder for the Flames here in Game 2, grounded out to Zach Santoro at 2nd for the first out in the 1st. The 0-1 misses outside from Griffin, the southpaw, throwing just north of the submarine angle. The 1-1 from Kyle Griffin. Foul tipped off the glove of Jonathan Parker behind the plate. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count to the leadoff hitter, Colin Bevard, wearing number 6 and batting in the right-handed batter's box against the southpaw Kyle Griffin. Griffin from Lake Charles, Louisiana, making his league-leading 4th start. The 1-2 pitch is fouled back out of play. Count remains 1-2. Griffin looks in, working mainly from the stretch here in the 3rd, where he's been comfortable from all game. Grounded to Eli. Leone cuts in front of him, makes a great throw across his body in the hole for the first out of the inning. So Derek Jeter-esque from Jorge Leone at short. Fired a great throw across his body to Battaglia for the first out. So Jorge Leone proving that he can flash the leather from all 3 infield positions. 2nd, 3rd, and short. Got to bring up Matt Carey. He was hit by a Kyle Griffin pitch in the 1st and takes an inside fastball for strike 1 here in the 3rd. Griffin looks in from the stretch. 1 out, the 1 strike pitch. Just gets the black on the outside corner, and it's strike 2. Matt Carey shakes his head, looks down at his third base coach, not happy with that one. He waits for the pitch from Griffin. 2 strike pitch, grounded right back at him. Griffin will sprint to first, flip it underhand now to Peter Battaglia for the 2nd out. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 3rd. Another note on Kyle Griffin, something I've noticed through his first 4 appearances, he's a very good fielding his own position at the mound. Whether it's right back at him, whether it's fielding a bunt, throwing across his body, he's proved to be a great defensive pitcher. First pitch to Webb Little, left-hander on lefty, swung on and missed on a changeup in the dirt. Strike 1. Webb Little has 1 of 2 strikeouts from Griffin. Lefty-lefty matchup, grounded. Santoro slides, gets to his feet, makes the play, inning over. So a great sliding grab here on the turf by Zach Santoro. Fires to Battaglia at first to retire the side. So 3 ground outs for Kyle Griffin. He goes 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the 4th. It'll be Battaglia, Poe, and Parker. No score here at Onondaga Community College. Leading off for Newark here in the top of the 4th inning, it's their first baseman, Peter Battaglia. Reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. He's the only pilot in the lineup for both games of this doubleheader. The Flames took game 1 4-1 in 7 innings. It's 2 7-inning games here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. The 1-0 pitch to Battaglia inside. 2-0. Battaglia went 1 for 3 with a single and a walk in game 1. Here he is now against the 6'8" Emmett Dunn. The 6'2" freshman grounded in between the shortstop and the third baseman. It's a base hit. The first base hit of the night for the Pilots. They got their leadoff man on here in the top of the 4th. with nobody out. So that will bring up Po Chuan Pon here with one out. Emmett Dunn working from the stretch. Battaglia leads inside. Po takes ball one. Po, the Taiwanese catcher, designated hitting here in game 2 of this doubleheader. One ball, pitch, fired in, breaking ball. Po took. Strike one. Battaglia leads off first, got the Pilots' first hit of the game to lead off this inning. The 1-1 to Po, swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll be in Jamestown tomorrow night. 0-3 against the Jammers this year. The most recent coming in 11 innings at a game we once led 9-4, lost 14-10. 1-2 popped into right. Sam Little goes over, makes the play in the gap. A great play by the right fielder, Sam Little. Robs Po of a hit. Battaglia hurries back to first. There's one away. So 2 flyouts for Po, and that will bring up the catcher, Jonathan Parker. Jonathan Parker, 6 feet, 201, sophomore from Jones County Junior College in Ellisdale, Mississippi. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, and he's transferring to Louisiana Tech next year. First pitch to Parker, takes a high, strike one. Parker was second team All Mississippi Junior College in his sophomore year. Batted .384 with 40 RBIs. Also hit 3 over the fence. Dunn throws over. Battaglia head first slide back in safely. Parker steps out, adjusts his batting gloves ahead of the 1-strike pitch from Emmett Dunn. The big 6'8" right-hander from Ithaca for the Flames. Grounded to short. Myers, no play at second, now have to fire across the diamond. Gets Parker. So ends up getting an out on a play on a ball he bobbled in the hole. Battaglia moves up into scoring position, but there's 2 away. So Wyatt Myers, who leads the league with 8 errors, bobbled the ball in the hole from Parker, but ended up with a strong throw to get Parker at first for the fielder's choice. Battaglia moves up to second, and now it's Nick Eli. Steps in, now asks for time. He flew out to right. He's 0 for 1 tonight, making his first non-exhibition start for the Pilots. First pitch to Eli, it's a slow breaking ball. He takes it high. It's ball 1. Nick Eli playing third. Batted .314 in 50 games for Notre Dame College this year. The 1-0. Grounded to first. Bauer to his right, off his foot, recovers, flips to Emmett Dunn for the out. So a leadoff single is wasted by the Pilots. They get in the hit column, but not the run column. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 4th. No score here at Onondaga Community College. We're back, bottom of the fourth inning, just one hit apiece through 3 3.5 innings for both teams. We're in game 2 of this doubleheader, both game 7 innings. Flames took game 1. Gage Laning, first pitch swinging, fouls off the glove of Parker. Strike 1. It'll be Laning, Bauer, and Sam Little. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the Flames order against Griffin here in the 4th. Foul tipped off his leg. Strike 2. So Laning, one of 2 Canisius College players on the field at this time. Mark McKenna, the center fielder for Newark. His Canisius teammate. 2-strike pitch, fouled into the Pilots' dugout. We'll do it again. Chris Vitale leaps over the dugout fence to pick up the ball. Now the 2-strike pitch from Kyle Griffin goes outside and misses with it. Ball 1. So Gage Laning, who's in the top 10 in batting average, batting .390, raised that with his 17th hit in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 to him from Griffin, taken low. The count is even at 2-2. So Laning works back after Griffin started 0-2. The 2-2 from Griffin, swung on, grounded to Eli. Eli bobbles it. Now flips to first. They're going to say it hit off Laning's foot. And now the base umpire is going to agree. Laning looked like he stumbled coming out of the box. Came up limping, but it's because it hit his foot. So he didn't run down to first. Nick Eli ran all the way from third to hand it to Pete Battaglia at first. But the home plate umpire and the base umpire are going to agree that it hit his foot. So Laning will stay alive as a 2-2 count. He's 1 for 1 tonight. He's the designated hitter for the Flames. The 2-2 misses. And the count is full to the designated cleanup hitter, Gage Laning. Griffin from the stretch where he's been all night goes sidearm. Laning chases it, gets a piece. The count will remain full. Three balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Laning. Here it is. Fouled back. We'll do it again. So approaching a 10-pitch at-bat to the designated hitter, the cleanup hitter, Gage Laning. Laning went 2 for 3 in game 1. Was the hitter that Chen misplayed, the plane right. They gave him a triple. I thought it should have been an error on Shen, but no compromise. And now the full count pitch misses inside, and Laning is on with a walk for the second time tonight. A leadoff walk off the left arm from Kyle Griffin, the second batter he's walked tonight. And that brings up Trey Bauer. Bauer, the first baseman, flew out deep to Ballier. He stranded 2 runners on in the first. Grounded past the diving glove of Nick Eli into left. It'll be a base hit. First pitch swinging by Trey Bauer, and the Flames have the first 2 runners on here in the top or the bottom of the 4th inning. So a leadoff walk to Gage Laning on a 10-pitch at-bat. And then the first pitch to Trey Bauer is lined past the diving glove of Nick Eli in to left. 2 runners on, Jonathan Parker out to the mound. As the home plate umpire will go out and break up this party. And that'll bring up Sam Little. Sam Little struck out looking against Griffin his first time up. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a double in game 1. That RBI was his first on the summer. He's batting .229 through 9 games. Starting game 2 again in left. Lays off a first pitch in the dirt from Kyle Griffin. Ball 1. No score here in game 2 of this doubleheader at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Pilots lost game 1 4-1. Battaglia and Eli playing in on the corners. Sam Little not swinging. Pitch foul back. Eli will chase it, but over the fence out of play. Strike 1. Sam Little, one of 2 left-handed hitters in the Flames lineup. The other one is his brother, Webb Little. They're combined 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts off the lefty Griffin tonight. The runners take their leads off first and second. 1-1 count, no out, bottom of the 4th. Sam Little squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a pitch outside. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Kyle Griffin on the mound in his 3rd inning of work. Has allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch through 3. Battaglia and Eli even. And now Griffin has picked off the runner at second. Griffin to Eli, runs the 1 runner back, and now Nick Eli will slap the tag on the lead runner, Gage Laning. Trey Bauer advances to second base. So Griffin picks off Lanning. You score that 1-5. Nick Eli then sprinted to second to slap the tag on Laning. So he is out, and there's 1 away. But Bauer moves up to second. Count is 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is taken by Sam Little. So Bauer advances on the pickle after a pick off from Griffin. He had a great spin move to second. The 3-1 went to the change. Swung on and missed by Sam Little. The count is full. So a full count to the number 6 hitter in the Flames lineup, Sam Little, the right fielder. Sophomore at Ithaca. Lefty-lefty matchup. Griffin from the stretch. Looks back. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs for Wyatt Myers, the freshman shortstop from Buffalo. 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to Lillard, his first time up in right. He wears number 7. It'll be a right-handed hitter against the lefty Griffin. Griffin, after starting out in trouble in this inning, picked off a runner, then struck out a runner. Runner on second, went to the changeup to the righty Myers, swung through it. Strike 1. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, no score here in game 2 at OCC in Syracuse. Pilots lost game 1 4-1 in 7. This is also a 7-inning game. 1 strike pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Just past 7:30 here in Western New York. A beautiful night. The 1-1 from Griffin popped up. Battaglia, Santoro give it a look. It goes to Lillard. Lillard under it, makes the play. Inning over. So after the first 2 batters of this inning reached base, Griffin picked off Gage Laning at second, struck out Sam Little, and then got Wyatt Myers to fly out to end the inning. We're through 4. There's no score here at Onondaga Community College. It'll be Lillard, Santoro, Leone in the top of the 5th against Emmett Dunn when we get back.
Number 20.
Top of the fifth inning, no score in game 2 of this 2-game doubleheader. Both games, 7 innings. Pilots lost game 1. It'll be 7-8-9 against the big 6'8" right-hander Emmett Dunn here in the 5th. Matthew Lillard, the right fielder, takes low, ball 1. Lillard walked on a full count at bat his first time up. Through the first 4, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and a hit off of Emmett Dunn. 1 ball pitch fired in for strike 1. 1-1 to Lillard, misses low in the dirt. Ball 1. Or ball 2. All turf field here at Onondaga Community College except for the mound, which is dirt. 2-1 pitch is grounded. Second baseman over, fires to first. Trey Bauer covering for the out. So the first batter of this inning retired on a ground out to second base for the first out, and that will bring up the second baseman for the Pilots, Zach Santoro. Santoro 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to second, his first time up. Takes low from Emmett Dunn. Adam Gallagher tried a frame job, didn't get the call from the home plate umpire. Ball 1. 1 ball pitch fouled back off the mask of Adam Gallagher. Strike 1. So 1-1 count, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, no score here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. The 1-1 to Santoro. Slow breaking ball, he takes high, and it's ball 2. Zach Santoro making his first official start, started the exhibition game and had a bases clearing, bases loaded double. Almost gets hit with an Emmett Dunn fastball here. He takes inside, and the count is 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to the Pilots' second baseman. The pitch from Emmett Dunn almost hits him again. Works just the same. It's a walk, a 1-out walk to Zach Santoro. The 3rd issued by Emmett Dunn tonight. And the Pilots have a base runner with 1 out. The hitter now is the left-handed hitter Jorge Leon. He looks down at third base coach Franklin Bush for the sign. Santoro being held on at first by Bauer. No bunt, grounded to shortstop. Myers takes it himself, fires across the first. Make it a double play to end the inning. So a 1-out walk quickly erased on the next pitch. It's a 6-6-3 double play to end the 5th inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the 5th here at Onondaga Community College. Kyle Griffin still on the mound for the Pilots here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Flames. No score in game 2 of this 2-game doubleheader. Griffin from the stretch where he's been working all night. First pitch to the catcher, Adam Gallagher. Outside corner, strike 1. Gallagher walked his first time up. 2 walks, 2 hits, a hit batter, and 3 strikeouts for Kyle Griffin through 4. The 1-strike pitch popped up. McKenna goes back. Lillard goes back. It's going to be a gapper. Gallagher rounds first. Will touch second with a stand-up double on the first to the first hitter of this inning, Adam Gallagher, on the second pitch of the inning. So Gallagher with a leadoff double. And now Griffin will have to really work to keep this game scoreless. Tyler Rourke is the hitter. Before he steps out, he looks down at his third base coach, wearing number 28, a right-handed hitter, the third baseman from Alabama A&M. Battaglia way in at first, anticipating a bunt. Eli about even with the bag, now steps onto the grass. It's a first pitch strike. Rourke did not square. Count is 0-1. See if Rourke squares now with a 1-strike count. Adam Gallagher leads off of second, being held on by the shortstop, Leone. The 1-strike pitch will have to wait. Griffin spun to second, no one covering. Griffin throwing to his future teammate at Louisiana Tech, Jonathan Parker. The 1-strike pitch to Tyler Rourke. Outside corner, got the corner, strike 2. So it's a 2-strike, no ball count to the number 9 hole hitter, Tyler Rourke, with a runner on second base after a leadoff double to the right center field gap. Griffin looks back. Time called by the home plate umpire and Tyler Rourke. So the 2-strike pitch will have to wait. Eli and Battaglia both back up, not anticipating a bunt with 2 strikes. Griffin looks back now, fires from the stretch. Low. Parker tried to frame it, misses inside. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler Rourke. Griffin looks. Leone not holding. Now Tyler Rourke asks for time again. Count still 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's nobody out with a runner on second base here in this bottom of the 5th. No score. The double was the 3rd hit of the game for Onondaga. Now a grounder back to Griffin. High in the air. The runner at second will advance to third. Griffin fires to first for the out. So a productive out by Tyler Rourke out of the 9 hole to move the runner at third, just 90 feet away from the first run of this ball game, with 1 out. So a wild pitch or a pass ball could lead to the first run for Onondaga. The Pilots will bring their corner infielders in, middle infield about even. After struggling to score in the first game and struggling to get on here in the second, just 1 run from the Flames could lead to a victory. The Pilots offense hasn't woken up yet. First pitch to the leadoff man, Colin Bivard. Miss inside, ball 1. Bivard, the left fielder, is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. The 1-ball pitch in the dirt. Good block by Parker. Ball 2. Colin Bivard, number 6 from SUNY Cortland. He's 1 for 14 this year. 2-0 pitch popped up. Lillard over. Lillard deep over. It's going to be over his head, and it's going to be over the wall. It's going to be a ground rule double for Colin Bivard, an RBI double as Adam Gallagher comes around from third to score the first run of this ball game. Flames lead 1-0. So Bivard goes the other way, deep, about 320 to right. turned Lillard around a few times, couldn't make the play, it then bounced over the wall. Good enough for an RBI ground rule double for Bevard. Now the hitter is Matt Carey, the center fielder. Griffin looks back. Now time is called as he fires in the pitch anyway, in the direction at Carey. Griffin not happy that these Flames hitters continuously asking for time. Now Griffin jawing back at the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire looked at Griffin asking why you throwing that pitch. Not sure if Griffin trying to send a message or just trying to work quickly or take his time. Usually working quickly, has been taking his time of late. First pitch to Matt Carey, misses. Ball one. So a ground rule double off the bat of Colin Bevard drove the first run in this ballgame. It's 1-0 Onondaga in the bottom of the fifth in this 7-inning game. One ball pitch, misses low. Ball two. The double was the fourth hit. There's been 2 doubles in this inning for Onondaga. Griffin looks back, now fires from the stretch. It's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out to the number 2 hole hitter, Matt Carey, the fourth batter of this inning. There's 1 run home on 2 doubles. Inside, Griffin misses. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Matt Carey as now pitching coach Bennett Schiltz will go out and talk to his pitcher, Kyle Griffin. So the walk is Griffin's 3rd walk of the night. He's also hit a batter and allowed 4 hits. He's making his league-leading 4th start. Zach Santoro joins him on the mound. And now the home plate umpire will go out and break up the party. As Parker and Schiltz walk off the mound, he'll go out and have a word with Kyle Griffin. Home plate umpire still not happy that after time was called, Griffin fired in a pitch anyway. We'll see if that affects how the home plate umpire calls the zone for Griffin the rest of the way. The hitter now is Webb Little, one of 2 lefties. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He wears number 12. He's the 3-hole hitter in the lineup. He's batting .344. He went 1 for 3 with 2 runs in game 1. First pitch, takes, looked good. There's ball 1. Webb Little, the second baseman, with runners on first and second. Battaglia and Eli in on the corners. Middle infield in double play depth. The 1-0 pitch taken inside. 6 straight balls from the left-handed arm of Kyle Griffin. It's a 2-0 count now to Webb Little, the second baseman. Griffin from the stretch, the 2-0. Misses, ball 3. So Kyle Griffin 1 pitch away from loading the bases here in the bottom of the 5th. Flames already with 1 home in the inning. Little deep in the left-handed batter's box. Here's the 3-0 from Griffin. Little turns, takes, strike 1. So Griffin fires in a 3-0 strike. Counts 3-1. There's 1 out. There's 2 runners on, and there's 1 run home so far in this 5th. Griffin looks back at second. Runners dancing. The 3-1 misses outside, and the bases are loaded. So with 1 out, Griffin has loaded the bases here in the 5th. Bennett Schiltz signaling to someone to warm up in the pen. It looks like it's Zach Mann, the 6'4" right-hander. And now Gage Laning up with the bases loaded. Laning is 1-for-1 with a walk tonight. Batting just below 400. The first pitch to him, grounded foul up the third base line. Strike one. So a leadoff double, an out that moved the runner over to third, a ground rule double, and back-to-back walks have loaded the bases with one out and drove in one run for the Flames. Griffin from the stretch, bases loaded, nowhere to put Laning, almost hits him, takes inside, ball one. Griffin, the lefty, to Laning, the righty. Bases loaded, one out. The 1-1 taken high, ball two. And Kyle Griffin has struggled to find the zone here to the last three Flames hitters. The 2-1 to Gage Laning, grounded, past the diving Jorge Leon. It's going to be a base hit. One run will score. Runner comes around. A strike thrown from Ballier. The tag from Jonathan Parker in time. An outfield assist by John Ballier gets the runner at home, but not before the lead runner Bevard comes around to score. It's 2-0, but there's two outs. So it's an RBI single, a strike fired home from Ballier. It's the fifth outfield assist we've seen. Ballier has the pitching arm. He also pitches for the Pilots. On a ground ball right in front of him, a strange send. The bases would have still been loaded. But either way, Ballier throws the runner out at the plate, and there's two away. So Gage Laning picks up his second hit and his first RBI of the night to expand the Flames' lead. And now the return throw gets over the head of Griffin. So Webb Little moves up to third. See how they score that one. Now the one ball pitch to Trey Bauer misses low. 2 balls, no strikes to the first baseman for Onondaga. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Fouled back. Strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corners, 2 runs already home off Griffin in this inning. Griffin looks in. The count's 2-1. The pitch from Griffin, low in the dirt. Good block by Parker. 3-1. Got to imagine a very short leash for Kyle Griffin the rest of the way with Zach Mann warming up. There's 2 outs. It's a 3-1 count. And there's runners on the corners. The 3-1. Inside ball 4, and the bases are reloaded here in the bottom of the 5th. And now Bennett Schultz is going to go out. He'll ask for time. And this is going to be the end of the night for Kyle Griffin. Griffin will leave with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. Zach Mann coming out of the pen for the Pilots. Will be right back. So the new pitcher here in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Zach Mann. Griffin goes 4 2/3, 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 Ks. 2 earned runs so far, but with the bases loaded, all 3 runners on base are Griffin's responsibility. Zach Mann coming in with 2 outs to face Sam Little. Little 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Zach Mann from Saginaw Valley State University. He's making his 8th game to tie Chris Vitale for the league lead. The first pitch from the windup fires in a fastball 4-strike 1. Sam Little just looked at it. The count is 0-1. Zach Mann, 8th appearance, 11 1/3, 8 hits, 3 earned, 7 walks, 12 Ks. He has a 2.38 ERA. Lined into the glove of Battaglia, inning over. So Zach Mann comes in, throws 2 pitches, and strands the bases loaded. But Onondaga gets on the board here in game 2. 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 big doubles, but they leave the bases loaded. So we head to the top of the 6th. Pilots trail 2-0. It will be the top of the Pilots' order here in the top of this 6th inning against Emmett Dunn. Pilots running out of time to get runs on the board. Just 1 hit through 5 innings off Emmett Dunn. He's also walked 3 batters. The first pitch to the center fielder, McKenna, squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1. McKenna 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. It's a 7-inning game. It's game 2 of this doubleheader. The Pilots already lost game 1. Now McKenna swings through a changeup. Strike 2 to the leadoff hitter in the Pilots lineup and the leadoff hitter here in this inning. Dunn from the windup. McKenna reaches out of the zone, just gets a piece. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Dunn from the windup, misses outside, ball 1. So Zach Mann, the big 6'4" right-hander for the Pilots, comes in, works to 1 batter, throws 2 pitches, and gets a line out to Battaglia at first to strand the bases loaded. The 1-2 to McKenna misses. But Zach Mann was brought in after the Flames got 3 hits off 3 walks off of Kyle Griffin. McKenna grounds it to first, bobbled by the first baseman. He flips to Dunn covering for the out. So McKenna retired to start this inning. And there's 1 away for the Pilots here in the top of the 6th of this 7-inning game. That brings up John Ballier. John Ballier is 0 for 2, popped up and grounded back to the pitcher. First pitch swinging, swings through a changeup from Emmett Dunn. Strike 1. Emmett Dunn standing at 6'8", 200, a sophomore from Ithaca. The 0-1 popped up. Center fielder started back, now runs in, but the second baseman will settle under this. That's Webb Little. 2 batters up, 2 batters down here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now then, number 18, Battaglia.
So John Ballier pops out to the second baseman, and now the Pilots man with the only hit of this game, it's John Battaglia, or Peter Battaglia, sorry, the first baseman. Takes low, ball 1. Battaglia broke up the no-hitter with a leadoff single in the 4th. The Pilots have not gotten a hit since. The 1-0 pitch is fouled into the Pilots' dugout. Strike 1. Chris Vitale warming in the Pilots' pen. We'll see if they stick with man or go with Vitale in the 6th. The 1-1 to Battaglia. He takes, and it's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Battaglia with an open stance in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 2-1. Nearly hits him. It's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. A ground out and a pop out. Here's the 3-1. Battaglia takes inside. He's on base with a 2-out walk. So after quickly retiring the first 2 batters of this top of the 6th, Emmett Dunn surrenders a 2-out walk, and now the batter will be Po Chuan Pan, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He is from Taiwan City, Taiwan, and Fujian Catholic in Taipei City. Grounder to third baseman, past the diving glove into left. It's a base hit. Battaglia around second. He'll stay right there. And the Pilots have 2 runners on after getting the first 2 batters out. There's runners on first and second for Jonathan Parker, the catcher. First pitch swinging is Poe, grounds it in to left. Parker will have to take his shin guards off now, as the pitching coach for Onondaga will go out and talk to Emmett Dunn. First 2 batters are tired in this inning. Next 2 batters reached on a 2-out walk and a single. The entire infield will join Dunn and the pitching coach for this conversation. There's 2 outs. There's runners on first and second, and the batter will be Jonathan Parker. Now the home plate umpire will go out to the mound and break up the party. Everyone disperses. There's runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. Jonathan Parker represents the go-ahead run for the Pilots in the top of the 6th. Parker has driven in just 1 run. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And he's 9 for 39 through 11 games. First pitch misses inside from Emmett Dunn, ball 1. Jonathan Parker, the backstop from New Orleans, Louisiana, wearing number 23 against Emmett Dunn. 1-0 pitch fouled back. Count is 1-1. Nick Eli waits on deck. The third baseman is 0 for 2 tonight. Getting the start here in game 2. Just a 7-inning game, so here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs, the Pilots are running out of time. 1-1 from Jonathan Parker, line to short. Wyatt Myers on 1 hop, flips to second, inning over. So Jonathan Parker grounds out with runners on first and second to end the inning. 1 run, or no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Pilots leave 2 on. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Flames lead 2-0.
Leading off the games for the University of Buffalo, number 7, Wyatt Myers.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Pilots trailed 2-0. Zach Mann remains on the mound after stranding the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th in relief of Kyle Griffin. First pitch to Wyatt Myers, grounded up the third baseline, foul. Strike 1. Wyatt Myers was the only hitter, he's the shortstop, to not come up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Flames, in which they got 2 runs and left the bases loaded. Knocked Kyle Griffin out of the game in that one. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, 3 Ks for him. The 1-strike pitch misses inside to Wyatt Myers. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Myers has flown out to Lillard in right both times tonight. He's 0 for 2, making the start at short in game 2. Just after 8 o'clock here in Western New York, Myers thought about it, lays off, but it's a called strike from Zach Mann. Count is 1-2. Zach Mann, 6'4", 225 from Union, Kentucky, and Saginaw Valley State University, a Division II school in Michigan. The 1-2 to Wyatt Myers, breaking ball, grounded up the third base line. Count remains 1-2. So Onondaga looking for some insurance heading into the 7th inning. The 7th inning acting as the 9th inning. Here it's a doubleheader. We're in game 2. The Pilots lost game 1, are in danger of getting swept. 1-2 pitch is fouled off the glove of Parker. Could not hold on. Count remains 1-2. So it's 1 ball. It's 2 strikes. There's nobody out. It's the top of the 6th. Zach Mann from the windup. The 1-2. Slow breaking ball in for strike 3. So the leadoff man retired, looking here to start this bottom of the 6th inning by Zach Mann. A nasty breaking ball from the big right-hander. And that'll bring up Adam Gallagher. Gallagher led off the bottom of the 5th with a deep double to right center field. And that led to the first run of the ball game. Gallagher takes strike 1. Gallagher, one of 2 Gallaghers. The other, Kyle Gallagher, started in left in game 1. Adam Gallagher is behind the plate here in game 2. The 1-strike pitch, it misses. It's ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Onondaga with 5 hits on the scoreboard. Newark with 2. The 1-1 misses. Ball 2. Zach Mann, the righty, working in his league-leading 8th appearance, which ties Pilots lefty Chris Vitale. The 2-1 from Zach Mann, swung on and missed. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Adam Gallagher, the sophomore backstop from Ithaca, wearing number 5, the righty against the righty Zach Mann. Shakes off Parker twice, now 3 times, and the home plate umpire is going to call time. 2-0 Onondaga. They won game 1 4-1 and are 3 outs away from winning game 2. 2-2 pitch is fouled back towards the net. We'll do it again. We'll be in Jamestown tomorrow night. Then a doubleheader against Onondaga on Friday at home. Then in Elmira on Saturday and Onondaga on Sunday. Swung on and missed strike 3. Adam Gallagher down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin this 6th inning for Zach Mann. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter in this Flames lineup, Tyler Rourke. Tyler Rourke from Alabama A&M, the 3rd baseman. Zach Mann from the windup, the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Man to Rourke, popped up. Battaglia over, Santoro over. Battaglia settles under it, makes the play, inning over. So Onondaga goes 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 6th. The Pilots will have a chance to tie it up. They need 2 to extend this game. We head to the top of the 7th. It'll be Nick Eli, Matthew Lillard, and Zach Santoro versus a new Flames pitcher when we get back. Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. The final frame here is this doubleheader. 2 7-inning games. Pilots lost game 1 4-1 and are 3 outs away from getting swept here at Onondaga, down 2-0 in game 2. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Eli, Lillard, and Santoro. None of the 3 have a hit. They're combined 0 for 4 with 2 walks tonight. And in order to extend this game, they'll have to get to the new pitcher, right-handed freshman Ryan Marcatel from Monroe Community College in Webster, New York. So the 6'8" Emmett Dunn comes off the mound, and the 6'5", 195-pound right-hander Marcatel comes on the mound. Emmett Dunn goes 6 innings, allows just 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout for the Flames, looking to pick up his first win of the year. Marcatel looking to pick up the save for Onondaga. Would be the 2nd save of the day and the 2nd save for Marcatel on the year. It'll be Eli, Lillard, and Santoro. Nick Eli digs in against the new pitcher, Marcatel. The loss would go to Kyle Griffin, the win, Emmett Dunn, and if Marcatel can get the final 3 outs, he will be rewarded with the save. The first pitch to Eli, fastball taken, strike 1. Marcatel making his 6th appearance, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 9 walks, 4 Ks, a save, and a 1.28 ERA. Slow breaking ball lined up the middle. It's a base hit, and the Pilots have a leadoff man on here in the top of the 2nd. In the 7th, it's a Nick Eli leadoff single. Looking to get to the Flames closer here in the final half inning at Onondaga Community College of this 2 7-inning doubleheaders. The batter now is Matthew Lillard. Third baseman is in. First baseman is holding on Eli at first. First pitch in the dirt. Not far enough for Eli to move up. Ball 1. Santoro waits on deck, and if there's not 3 outs by the time Santoro is done, Jorge Leon will be 4th. Eli leads off first. The 1-0 pitch to Lillard. He fouls it back. It's out of play for strike 1. Matthew Lillard, the right fielder from Hendrix College in Dallas, Texas. He's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. He was first team All-Southern Athletic Association for Hendrix College this year. The 1-1, ground hit foul. Strike 2 to the Pilots, left-handed right fielder. Nick Eli leads off first, being held on by Trey Bauer. Marcatel from the stretch, the 1-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lillard down swinging. The Pilots are down to their final 2 outs here in Onondaga. So that will bring up number 8, the second baseman for Newark tonight, Zach Santoro. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Eli leads off first. Santoro takes the first pitch, breaking ball high from Marketel. Ball 1. So the 6'8" Emmett Dunn being relieved by the 6'5" Ryan Marketel. Here in the top of the 7th, 1 out, 1-0 count to Santoro. Takes a strike to even this count at 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. The Pilots ended game 1 on a double play in the top of the 7th. The 1-1 to Santoro gets a piece, fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pilots in danger of being swept in this doubleheader here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. A loss would drop them to 3-11, and the win puts Onondaga at 8-5. The 1-2. It's low. Santoro takes, and the count is all evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jorge Leon, the Hendrix College shortstop, waits on deck. Santoro pops up the 2-2. Shortstop Wyatt Myers back, settles under it just 3 feet onto the outfield grass, and the Pilots are down to their final out of the night. Final out of this doubleheader. And in order to prolong this game, they'll need their shortstop Jorge Leon to get on. Leon 0 for 2 tonight, bounced into a double play in the 5th and grounded back to the pitcher in the 2nd. He's their leading on-base guy. He sits at 15th in the league, and he takes strike 1 from Ryan Marketel. Pilots, if you don't want to waste this leadoff single, left 10 runners on in the first game as the 1-0 or 0-1 is taken outside, and have left 5 runners on in this one. Two outs, 1-1 count. Eli leads off first. Jorge Leon, the batter, looking to extend this game. Outside corner, strike 2, and the Pilots are down to their final strike tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on first. Marketel looking to close this game down. Leon asks for time. First game just went 1 hour and 57 minutes to get through 6.5. This game has been even quicker. The 1-2 to Leon takes low. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Jorge Leon is the tying run at the plate. Marketel to Leon, lined into center field. It'll be a base hit. Eli will move up 90 feet to second base, and the Pilots have the tying run on first with 2 away. So Jorge Leon extends the game, and now the batter will be their center fielder, Mark McKenna. A leadoff single, 2 outs, and then a 2-out single by Jorge Leon. And the Flames are going to go to their pen with runners on first and second and 2 outs. A big bat coming up by Mark McKenna, and it'll be a left-handed pitcher when we get back. So the Flames will go to their pen. It will be a left-handed pitcher, number 19, Trent Schultz, 5'11", 190, from Bainbridge Island, Washington, and Gonzaga University. The lefty will be asked to get Mark McKenna, the center fielder, the left-handed hitting center fielder for the Pilots. An interesting move by third base coach Franklin Bush to leave the lefty in against the lefty from the pen. Schulte making his fourth appearance, 3 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk. McKenna pops the first pitch out of play. Strike one. Pilots down to their final out, in danger of being swept through this doubleheader. 2 outs. The tying run is on first. That's Jorge Leon. Nick Eli is on second. Both reached on singles. The 1-strike pitch to McKenna. He takes outside, and it's ball 1. Mark McKenna, the left-handed hitting center fielder. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. He's just 3 for 28 through 7 games. With an open stance against the lefty, Schulte pulls it down the line. A loud strike 2. That ball deep out of play. And the Pilots are once again down to their final strike here in Syracuse. Schulte to McKenna, the 1-2. McKenna takes high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mark McKenna looking to extend the game another batter. John Ballier waits on deck. The left fielder is 0 for 3 tonight. Pilots down 2. Tying run on first base. 2-2 count. Schulte to McKenna from the stretch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Game over. McKenna down swinging. So Onondaga wins both games of this doubleheader here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. One game won 4-1. Henry Martinez for the Pilots went all 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Was not helped out by his defense in that one. Also not helped out by his offense, leaving 10 runners on base. Similar story in game 2. 6'8" pitcher Adam Dunn went 6 innings for the Flames, just 2 hits, walked 4, and allowed a strikeout, and struck out 1. The big hits came in the bottom of the 5th. A double by Colin Bevard and a single by Gage Lanning were all the Flames needed. Trent Schulte picks up the save. Kyle Griffin takes the loss. And the Pilots will head back to Newark tonight with a 3-11 record. From Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York, I'm Frank LaSala for the Newark Pilots Radio Network. Good night.